So, presenting today, we have myself, Jessica Boehm. I'm Product Marketing Manager at SimilarWeb, and Nick Touchband, who is one of our Senior Product Consultants. Nick, are you there?
Yeah, I am. Hi, Jessica. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining.
So both Nick and I have been heavily focused on agencies over the past year. Between us, we've met with hundreds of prospects and customers from marketing agencies to understand their needs and challenges in order to be able to make sure that we're offering the right solution to meet agencies' needs. So the first thing I want to do today, just before we get started, is to announce the launch of our Market Intelligence for Agencies package. You might have received an email about this over the last week, but we've just launched this new offering which is all about enabling agencies to grow your clients' businesses and to scale your own businesses. So in conjunction with this launch, we're hosting today's special webinar for agencies that are interested in SimilarWeb's market intelligence. We've already been working with agencies for a long time, and from talking to them, we've discovered the agencies are really our power users that know how to do really intelligent stuff with our data. So from our existing customers, we've learned some amazing use cases of how to use market intelligence data, and today's webinar is all about us sharing that with all of you, so you know how to do this stuff too. We don't want it to be just theoretical, so at the end of the webinar we will show you how all of these insights and data can actually fit into your workflow, whether that's daily, monthly, weekly. So as I'm sure you're all pretty familiar, the world has gone digital. Absolutely everything is measurable these days, and businesses are more and more data-driven. So that's where market intelligence comes in. All of your clients are most likely working with different direct measurement solutions or their own analytics capabilities where they can look at all of their own data. But what about the bigger picture, going beyond just your clients' data to understand their competitive and their entire market landscape? SimilarWeb has global and multi-platform data covering over 190 countries, websites on desktop and mobile web, as well as mobile apps. Will provide insights at the level of a website or app, as well as at the level of an entire industry and keyword, such as traffic, engagement, and audience data. SimilarWeb has several thousand customers already, including over 600 agencies, many of which are part of the big 6 agency networks, such as WPP, Dentsu, and Havas, as well as a variety of independent agencies. SimilarWeb also has many large brand customers from all different industries, basically anyone that has a digital presence, which is most people today. Some of our brand clients include Google, eBay, Airbnb, and L'Oreal. Talking to many of our SimilarWeb agency customers, we really learned that there are 3 main challenges that they all face. So what we'd like to do today is just do a quick poll to hear from you, what is your main challenge? So I'm just going to launch this poll, which you should see in a second. And the question for you guys today is, what is your biggest challenge? And the options available are scaling your business by winning new clients, or is it providing added value to existing clients, or quickly and easily reporting results and insights to your clients. So if you could all vote, that would be great. We really love to learn from our prospects, again, so we can make sure we have the right solution for you. So I can see that about 70% of you have voted already. I'll leave it a few more seconds and then I will share with you all the results. So you should all see the results on your screen. That's really, really interesting. So we've seen that an equal amount of you face the challenge of scaling your business and winning new clients, and also proving your added value to your existing clients, while some of you, the challenge that you mainly face is how to quickly and easily report results and insights to your clients. So thank you. That's always great for us to learn from our audience. Now to come back to the presentation. So just to summarize very quickly, we said that the main challenges faced by agencies, what we've heard today and what we've heard in the past from our customers, is scaling your business by winning new clients, proving your added value to existing clients, and quickly and easily reporting results and insights, whether that's in daily catch-ups, monthly meetings, or QBRs. So now that we've heard all about the challenge, we want to show you our solution. So as product marketing manager, I've spoken to many agency customers, and we've managed to group the agency use cases into four main categories. So number one is to create insight-driven pitches to land new business. So entering a pitch with in-depth knowledge on the digital landscape of your prospect, their competitors, and the entire market before you even meet them. Hopefully, once you've won that business, you will then start by building a strategy. So market intelligence data can help you to build data-driven marketing strategies to make your clients succeed. You can do this by understanding their market share in different countries, understanding the market landscape for each traffic source or channel, including things like on-site and off-site search data. Once you've built a strategy, it's all about running and implementing the campaigns and optimizing them to get the best results. So with market intelligence data, you can maximize your clients' advertising budgets by making sure you're investing in the highest ROI channels, leveraging data from competitors and market leaders. So again, the type of data you can use is traffic share data, traffic sources data, and granular data such as keywords or the most visited pages per site. Finally, having run campaigns for your clients, the final step is that agencies spend a lot of their time reporting back to their clients. And with SimilarWeb, you can very easily produce insightful reports for your clients by downloading our visuals like graphs and tables, as well as building customizable dashboards for your different clients, helping you for monthly presentations, quarterly business reviews, and annual reports. So on today's webinar, we are going to show you how SimilarWeb's market intelligence can be used to do the following: to map your clients' competitive landscape and reveal their digital market share, see the channels that are driving the highest traffic to your clients' competitors, improve your marketing campaigns based on competitor insights, reveal the most visited pages of any site for content ideation and strategy, and easily export visual graphs, PDFs, and Excel data that you can drop straight into your presentations. So now I'm going to hand over to Nick.
Hi. So in terms of our setting the context and what we're about to see on the platform, what you're looking at now is a visual of our data methodology. SimilarWeb was founded in 2007, and we have actually built what is now the world's largest and most diverse panel, which is the main source of our clickstream data. The panel itself consists of hundreds of millions of devices that are connected to the platform from thousands of different plugins, browser extensions, and applications. It's all anonymized and opted-in data, and this allows us then to track and monitor the behavioral clickstream data. So we can see the incoming links, the outgoing links, sites that are open in the same browsing session, actual search for keywords. We cross-reference this with crawlers that's responsible for website categorization and some of our mobile app data. As a big data business, we process about 5 billion events on a daily basis, and we extrapolate these to learning sets. These are hundreds of thousands of sites that have connected their Google Analytics to our platform, and this then allows us to calibrate the accuracy of our machine learning algorithms and our estimations. The final thing to note here is our global reach. SimilarWeb, as Jessica mentioned earlier, covers the entire planet, and in over 58 countries we've actually achieved a threshold of having more than 1% of devices connected, which gives us the ability to focus and isolate traffic sources in those particular regions. So this is kind of a very brief overview, and Jessica, maybe if you'd like to just touch on what we'd look at first in the industry analysis.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, thank you so much, Nick, for talking us through our data. I think that will put a lot in context for the rest of the webinar. Now we're going to dive into the platform itself. So What we're going to show you first is the starting point really of how to analyze your client's market share. So we'll be able to see how to understand, benchmark and monitor your client's addressable market, how to optimize client campaigns by investing in the highest ROI channels, and revealing the leading sources of traffic to your prospect or client's industry. So Nick, we would love to dive into the platform and and see it live.
So looking at industry analysis here, with the recent events of Black Friday, let's look at an overview of the shopping category. So as I mentioned earlier, we've actually segmented the internet into 240, 250 different industry verticals. Now, I am looking at an overview of the shopping clothing sites, and what I'd like to do, many of you have joined us from the US, is just click on the US market. Now, whether looking at industry from one of our predefined categories or actually creating one of your own custom categories with up to 100 domains in them, we can now take a look at the addressable market. So in the last quarter in the US, for shopping clothing sites, we're seeing an addressable market of nearly 700 million visits, and now we have a bounce rate and all the engagement metrics for this particular industry category. Now, for agencies looking to identify on behalf of their clients new partnership opportunities, or looking to build out media whitelists, we can then reveal and identify the top websites in each category. So here we've got the number of monthly visits, share of desktop, mobile, all the engagements, and if we scroll across, we can then actually filter for sites that are carrying AdSense, which again is very powerful when you're building out whitelists for your campaigns. One of the other things that we can do, again, whether for a predefined category or for one of your custom categories, is reverse engineer all the sources of traffic going to that category. So here I can see to shopping and clothing 24,000 different publishers with display advertising and 16,000 different referring sites. So this again becomes a very powerful tool to actually build out your clients' campaigns and help with cost-effective placement of budget, which we see here. So Jessica, if you'd like to quickly summarize.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nick, for that. So just to recap, with market intelligence data, you can build a pitch for prospects or build a marketing strategy for your existing customers and understand their entire ecosystem. Once you understand their ecosystem, you can zoom into specific groups or categories and build your own in order to benchmark against them. For example, you might want to look at sites they're competing with on keywords and build a special dedicated category to that. Looking at the market leaders in terms of referral traffic, you can discover who are the best affiliate programs and partners to be working with. Likewise, with other traffic sources such as search leaders, we can understand who is getting the most traffic from search and therefore who we can learn from and try to steal traffic share from some of these competitors of ours. So now Nick's going to walk us through the next part, which is all about understanding market trends in order to be able to optimize performance. So we'll be able to see how to perform daily, week over week or year over year analyses, how to optimize client campaigns based on both desktop and mobile web data, and how to isolate traffic by geo to optimize any local level campaigns. So Nick, if you want to jump back into the platform.
Happy to do so. So following the shopping theme, let's take an example of Macy's, and we'll just plug in JCPenney, and let's add in Sears. Now with this particular tool you can actually compare 5 sites side by side, and as this updates, what I'm also going to do is extend the date range. So 2 things to note here is the ability to look at a custom date range to isolate traffic, and our data is refreshed on a daily basis, with a 2-day lag. So with the last 28 days, you can look at daily trends, year over year, quarter over quarter. So looking at this, we have the ability to segment between desktop and mobile. But in terms of all traffic, I'm now looking at our 3 competitors. Now, what's quite interesting to note here is we can see that as of June 2015, JCPenney were in last place with this particular competitor set, but over that period, it's now established a lead over Sears. Now, we have the ability to look at this on a daily, weekly, and monthly view, and this is quite interesting as well. We can see here on Black Friday last year, JCPenney had approximately 4.5 million visits, but that has almost kind of doubled in size, or by 100%, to around 6 million. So we can see they've actually achieved a great gain in traffic over this period of time. Again, useful for both benchmarking, highlighting market share, and presenting opportunities to your clients or potential new clients. The other thing to note here are all the engagement metrics. We can see when looking at all traffic that Macy's has a clear leadership in terms of the bounce rate pages and average visit duration. If we then looked at mobile traffic sources, excuse me, we can see that actually JCPenney's bounce rate is the best performing of the group. So again, in this way, you can work with your clients to help them understand the mobile web landscape in more detail and help them to optimize their campaigns in this particular area. The final thing I'd quickly like to show is for those that are working in global territories, we can see here that although the lion's share of traffic is in the US market, we can actually get a sense of other market opportunities. If you then were to apply our country filters, you could then see traffic sources and top-line data market by market. Jessica, over to you.
Thanks, Nick. So just to highlight again, so when reporting to your clients, you can now show their performance in relation to their competitors. So even if their traffic was growing over time or did grow in a certain season, did it grow as much as the rest of the market? And I think that's what's important. Also, Nick has just shown us the geography section. So here you can discover potential new markets to enter where your clients' competitors might already be successful. Actually, what's quite interesting about the example with Macy's and JCPenney and Sears is that although the US is the dominant market and Macy's is the leader by far, actually Sears dominates in Canada, which is their next biggest market. So you can really understand competitive strategy in different geographies, upon which it will be easier to go and build a go-to-market digital strategy based on local market leader activity. So now, Nick, if you're ready, we will jump to the next section where we're going to look at investing in the highest ROI channels. So learn how to build data-driven marketing strategies for your clients, how to plan and deliver campaigns with granular multi-channel traffic data, and increase the reach of your client's target audience and capture additional market share. So looking forward to this part, Nick.
Okay, thanks, Jessica. So what we're going to do now is drill down a layer further and start looking at traffic sources by channel. So let's look at the last quarter, the last 3 months. So here you can get a sense the metrics will change according to the date picker. At an 18-month view, you can see, let's just actually apply this date range. So what we can see is the opportunities channel by channel and where you can actually optimize across the board. So what's quite interesting here is JCPenney, approximately 25% of their traffic over the last 3 months has come from paid. We can see that Sears is reliant or more reliant on organic search as a driver of traffic, and that they're doing also a small amount of display. Macy's, however, the market leader, is getting the most in terms of referrals traffic. Now, moving from a planning to a growth, what we can see here is a dashboard that kind of reveals over time the number of referring visits. So I'm seeing approximately 28 million visits. And as this loads up, we can see actually there's quite a lot of data here. So it's 29 million visits. This is desktop visits. We have the ability also to pick up mobile web traffic sources. And I'm seeing this from just under 5,000 different domains. And as we scroll down, what we're now seeing is the battleground. So if I'm looking at this and I was Sears, I would see opportunities to perhaps increase my commissions, relationships, partnerships with some of the leading coupon providers. And then as we start to scroll down, anything that wasn't color-coded green represents an opportunity to increase my affiliations. Now, this is one way to kind of build traffic. And Jessica, if you'll forgive me, I'd like to take a little detour to the audience interest, which I believe is an incredibly powerful tool. So with audience interests, agencies can provide their clients insights to sites that are open in the same browsing session. So if we then took clothing sites open in the same browsing session as Macy's, what we can then do is see a list of 203 different domains. Jessica, you mentioned earlier the ability to export data. And the reason I think this is a really powerful tool is we can literally just copy and paste sites open in the same browsing sessions categorized as clothing sites. And this is where the custom category becomes really powerful. Literally, we just copy and paste the 82 domains that I picked. And this is where, in terms of looking for new traffic opportunities, we can now see over 17,000 sites sending traffic through to other clothing sites where people might be browsing for bargains at the same time as they're on the Macy's channel. And again, when you start to filter by AdSense, this is a very powerful tool for building out your whitelists. The final thing I think I'd like to mention at this point for traffic sources is our search functionality. So here we're looking at desktop search visits in the last 3 months. And again, with the busy holiday period, I'm anticipating a huge volume of keywords that we can use. So if you're really looking to drill down into the long tail, we can pick these up and you can work with keyword modifiers. So here we go. I'm seeing approximately 88 million visits coming from 136,000 keywords that we have picked up that are driving traffic. We have the ability to kind of filter by organic and paid only. And one thing to note would be, referring back to our data methodology where we're collecting our data at a panel level, we're actually able to reveal insights for the Google non-provided keywords, the organic keywords blocked by the Google encryption. And this can now help you power your client's SEO strategy and tactically deliver paid campaigns for them. And again, we see the battleground here and who's bidding over what keyword and who's getting the lion's share. So Jessica, back to you for a quick summary.
Thank you, Nick. Super interesting stuff. So I want to just point out that by understanding the proportion of traffic that your clients' competitors are receiving from each channel, you can really learn how to build a strategy and how to best invest your marketing budgets across all the different digital channels. Nick showed us the referrals section within SimilarWeb, and this is super valuable for identifying new partnerships to invest in. So by seeing which affiliates are sending the most traffic to your clients' competitors, you can start working with them if you're not working with them already, or at least try to increase the traffic share that you're getting from different affiliate programs. Finally, on this subject, we saw ways to improve both your organic and paid search campaigns based on competitive keyword share. So you've got to make sure that you're not losing traffic, especially on branded keywords, to your clients' competitors. And also, there is thousands and thousands of keyword data, so you can discover really long-tail keyword ideas that maybe you're not currently getting any traffic from, but your competitors are. So that's super, super valuable. Now we're going to jump into the final section of the webinar, which is, I think, one of the most valuable parts of our platform, actually, being able to analyze your clients' competitors' product and content strategies by looking at the top pages by traffic share. So by looking at that over time, you can track historical performance and market share at the folder or even the page level. Identify top performing on-site keywords per domain by actually understanding the URL structures of different sites, get a snapshot of your competitor's sales funnel, and create powerful content based on your competitors' leading content pages. So Nick, you can show us again inside the platform, please.
No problem. So as we scroll down, let's go to website content, and let's take a look at the popular pages. So we can do some folder analysis. We can look at either a subdomain, folder, or page level. For the purposes of this session, we'll take a quick look at the page level. So we can see here Macy's. Now, this data is actually indexed over the top 1,000 pages of a particular site. So as we start to scroll down, we can see that actually there's more popularity amongst women's clothing than there is for men's on Macy's. And then in terms of kind of giving your clients insights as to some of the top performing product lines or inventory, we can see as we start to scroll down, here we go, number 29, Black Friday specials, kitchen equipment, etc. And obviously you can then track this over time, which again can provide you with some very interesting benchmarking. From a content marketing perspective, again, one thing that you might be interested to do is take men's dress shirts and then start to optimize your content in this way and even cross-reference back against the search keywords that we saw earlier. Now, in terms of potentially pitching for new business or giving your clients some greater insights as to the sales funnel, SimilarWeb and the Popular Pages tool can give you a snapshot of this. Again, it's indexed over the top 1,000 pages. So for what I would call a pure conversion analysis, you might want to reach out with our custom solutions team who can actually do conversion analysis reports amongst others. But what we can see here, if we look at the top few terms, is the checkout. And the way this particular site is structured, it gives you quite a nice indication of the sales funnel. Now, Sears as well, if we tap in search, also have an on-site search bar. So on many different sites, we can actually reveal the on-site keywords as well. So here we can see at number 6, pressure washer, refrigerator, garage door opener, and these are keywords that perform typically 5 to 6 times higher than the external keywords. So the Popular Pages tool could give you all these range of different insights. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Nick. So you can do so many things with the Popular Pages tool. So you're essentially revealing the most visited pages of any site, but that can give you so many ideas on the content level, product level, on-site search, which can have amazing value for both building strategies and running different campaigns. So thank you so much, Nick, for showing us all of that live in the platform. It makes a difference, I think, looking at it live as opposed to just a presentation. One thing I just wanted to repeat again was about everything that you've seen today. All of the data and insights can be very easily exported. You can export the tables, the graphs into PDFs, into Excel, so that it's actually easy to use. You can put it into your presentations. and also play around with the data in Excel to make it work for your workflow. And one more thing that we have that's quite special is you can build your own custom dashboards. So that's very useful when you want to focus in on certain metrics for specific clients. You can build multiple dashboards for your different clients, and that makes it very easy every day to just quickly check into your dashboard and see what's changed. So now I think we've heard a lot of data and insights, and Nick, you can show us how can this actually be used daily or weekly.
Yeah, thanks, Jess. From the hundreds, if not thousands, of conversations I've had with agencies since joining SimilarWeb, there are obviously agencies of all different shapes and sizes that are working with us. But in terms of the feedback that we're getting, I put together this particular slide because I think it highlights how the platform is actually being used and how it can be used within your organization. So whether it's kind of your search teams over a morning coffee looking at spikes in daily traffic and the last 28 days filtered to spot unexpected trends, or at a weekly level coming together to look at traffic share week over week, perhaps this is one for the account managers or for the performance marketing teams to look at the battleground for keywords and referring partners. All of this can be put into a competitive context. And then as we start to get to a more strategic or planning level, getting the month-on-month or quarter-over-quarter changes so that you can show and highlight the impact of your particular campaigns or reveal some of the weaknesses, opportunities, threats for your clients. This is kind of relevant whether you're kind of planning your seasonal campaigns or go-to-market strategies within new or existing markets. So I'm a fan of this particular slide because I think it helps agencies understand how it can actually be placed into the workflow.
Thanks, Nick. So just before we wrap up, just a reminder, if you have any questions, please do send them through the question pane or email us. And just to sort of bring that all together, I want to come back to the slide that we looked at the beginning just to show you that the market intelligence solution is all about helping you to land new business, build data-driven marketing strategies, drive advertising budgets, and create insightful reports. So those are the four sort of use cases and solutions we talked about at the beginning, and everything you've seen today is helping towards them. So now, sorry, we've just switched screens back to me. I'm going to go through the Q&A. I think we've got sort of 5 to 10 minutes. I've received a nice handful of questions, so we'll try to cover as much of them as possible. The first question, let me just open that up. The first question, thank you very much, is when comparing competitors, can the tool automatically highlight times when a competitor's traffic changes noticeably, i.e. maybe due to high media spend or a promotion or being in the news? So thank you, it's a very good question. I think what I would say is we actually, it's something we've talked about a lot. We don't have an automatic alert yet. Hopefully we can build one in the future, which actually maybe sends you an email or a notification when there's a dramatic change in traffic. But what we do have is what I mentioned right at the end, is our custom dashboard. So I'm actually going to just dive into the platform itself. You should be able to see my screen, and I want to show you our dashboard section. So first of all, I will show you one that I have built earlier today, which, not earlier today, about earlier a few months ago, but looking at, for example, if my client was in the fashion industry in the UK, so I've just built myself a dashboard here where I can choose the metrics that I want to look at. What's nice here is I can look at app data side by side, by website data, traffic data and engagement data, and I can basically just pick my clients, their competitors, the market I'm interested in, and build my own dashboard. As you can see on the side, I have a bunch of other dashboards, so you can build different dashboards for your clients, and I'm just going to show you how easy that is to do if you want to build a new one. Very nicely designed by our designers, but you just click on build a new dashboard and you start adding metrics. So This is where I can say I want to look at ASOS.com website. I choose the metric I want to look at. I choose the market I want to look at. I can choose how I want to display that. Do I want a table? Do I want a graph? Do I want a pie chart? And that will populate your dashboard. Let's see what the next question is. The next question says, today we were mostly looking at US data. Which other markets do you have data for? Nick, do you want to answer that question?
Not really, because there's 57 other markets, which I don't know all off the top of my head. But basically, we cover all the major global markets, you know, across Europe, LATAM, APAC regions. I think the one exception, which is probably easier to flag, would be the Chinese market. So whilst we do have an office in China, and the back end of the platform translated into Chinese, simply the size of the market means we haven't reached that 1% threshold yet, whereby we've applied a country filter to the platform. But pretty much we cover all the other major global markets.
Thanks, Nick. We've probably got time for one more question. So we got a question that you mentioned that you have data on mobile apps, but we didn't really hear much about that today. What exactly is your app offering? So yeah, I'm sorry we didn't have time to discuss everything today. But first of all, one of our reps would be very happy to go into more depth on that subject. So if you want to email us at SimilarWebinars@SimilarWeb.com, we'll be happy to introduce you to a rep and set up a meeting. But in short, just to give you a quick summary, we offer app download, engagement, and demographic data for Android apps. And this can really help you benchmark and learn from your clients, competitors, and market leaders, again, in the app industry as opposed to the website industry.
To that, if I may just add one other comment, is that we've also got the ability to kind of track active usage and engagement. So if you're looking to kind of plan a client's campaign around other successful apps that are retaining their clients for a longer period of time, and see kind of times of use, days of use, etc., that's also available in the app engagement module.
Great, thanks for adding that. I think all that's left for us to say really is thank you very much for joining us today. We really hope that you learned something about market intelligence and about SimilarWeb. We will be sending you the recording of this webinar in the next few days, which you can listen to again or pass on to any of your colleagues that it might be relevant to. If you do have any questions following the webinar, feel free to contact us at SimilarWebinars@SimilarWeb.com. And yeah, thank you very much. We enjoyed hosting you today.
Great. Thanks everyone for joining. See ya.